The Rastafari samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. We are here once again on EQTV
On
Powers
the Down to Earth Network.
D2E. Yes, the EQTV Powers D2E with
Two
Rock.
YouTube channels. Remember,
Yeah, man,
Down
you
to Earth
done. You
Network.
didn't hear me what I just said. Let me say this one more time. You're interrupting me. Like I said again, we are on the EQTV and it powers D2E right here. We don't do this for free. You done know me. Yeah, man, you have the Rastafari Samurai never leaving you dry in your eye. And we got Sean Myrie. Yeah, man, welcome back. You done
Well,
know, man.
one of the main topics is just the appreciation, because we like hip hop. The appreciation of hip hop. And I think when they say hip hop is dead, it's not dead, but it took a beating for a good while. Because if you could ask people what's the top 5 hip hop albums now, no one could say anything. They can't mention anything. But part of that is probably because of the commercial promotion. And that's why the sales, like what, a year ago I've been hearing, they're saying the sales for hip hop have gone down the most and stuff. No number ones. Why? One reason, number one, because there's no number ones. There's no show. There's no platform promoting the artists like before. Remember, they had countdowns for videos, right? People have videos now, but it's just on YouTube. There's no dedicated platform to showcase videos.
Yeah, pretty much saying that ain't enough platform showcasing the art.
What you say?
You're saying that it's not enough platforms showcasing the art to have the interest.
Yeah, you should go on your mic more.
You don't, like I said again, they don't have enough promoting the art upon these platforms.
Yeah, because most of it is just got like everybody does it. Is gossip. Like who's okay? Redman came out with an album recently. I don't see no so-called hip hop platforms talking about his album. Um, Snoop and Drake came out with an album not too long ago. Hardly hear anybody talking about that. Like I think it's the death of maybe journalism towards hip hop culture. Not all journalists, but that's the people who would spotlight that. Like, right? There's nothing. I don't see nobody talking about like hip hop albums. I hear people not even know good artists who are actually doing hip hop. If you're gonna talk about the artists, you're gonna have to go back a couple years, right? Um, I know Kanye's supposed to do something. Uh, when you gotta think of who's coming out, there's a problem right there. If you gotta think about it, that means there is a problem because
But
hip hop.
think about it, but like because you know what it is because of the damn stigma that what like most of these youngins are saying that this is a more of a young man game kind of thing. Like that's what's going into
But
man now. That's been the
listen,
talk. No, you know that's been the talk for a while.
yeah, but they could talk all the young man thing. Where's the albums? So okay, if you're
Oh,
doing it,
I love it that you brought that up.
where's the albums? If
I
it's
love
a
it that
young
you
man's
brought.
game,
Yeah, see, you,
where's all these albums?
because
Wh- uh, bec-
they're
be-
too lazy to put out an album.
Because commercially, we're talking about commercially promotion of hip hop. I don't know any these so-called young ones with any album out. Who? I want to know who. Who's the big young hip hop artist out right now? Because if we were talking about hip hop artists, you're gonna talk about the latest ones are like J. Cole, Travis Scott, if you want to call him hip hop. Um, who? Drake? Uh, what? 6ix9ine? Like who? I know there's artists out there, but they're not getting promoted. Even if they're saying someone wants to throw out a name, what's been out in the last maybe 3 years, they're not promoting them. That's why I'm saying like hip hop, especially the younger generation, they see it differently, and you can't blame them. You kind of can't blame them because what platforms are promoting the culture, right? You got academics. He does a mostly gossiping, right? He talks about situations. Most of the platforms are talking about situations. They're not talking about the actual album what someone's working on or has just been released.
True.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's right. You're right. Like
Be-
on the real, like I don't know, man. Like I've been on this for the longest while about albums. That's how I used to listen to hip hop, like albums, not only singles. You know what I mean?
and
The only time when I listen to a single is that okay, maybe it was hot on the radio or something like that. You know what I mean? And I get sick and tired of that single, and I want to listen to their project.
yeah, and they used you used to have these video shows like MTV or Rap City, and now I'm hearing to bring in 1 and 6 in Park back. So
Oh
I
yeah.
believe when they used to showcase the videos, it brought the music to a standard because the videos with the music and on a countdown would really spotlight the person for you to go buy their album. Right now, go ask somebody 5 hip hop albums in the you listen to in the last month or even 2 months, right? Unless they're a OG or something who's digging in the crates. I'm talking what's being promoted.
Hmm.
Who you can't. You have to really dig, right?
Hmm.
So the appreciation is lost because I could tell some people what's been out recently or in the last couple months, and even those albums don't get respect. Like Eminem, check this for example. As big as Eminem is, huge Eminem is, his last album, and I listened to it, still not really getting the respect it should, and that's hip hop.
Well,
You're not hearing nothing like you get it's getting respect, but is it
well,
getting the same energy? And it's not because
you
of an
want more
age thing, because he
you
has
want more of
fans.
my advice because of this age thing? Well, to be honest, a lot of the older whatever the cats of who found it, and they're still going. To be honest, yeah, I know they're doing some features with these new cats, but they got to do a lot more because I'm just gonna be real with you because they're saying this shit about old man, all this shit, whatever, right? So if you're getting the young cats on your projects all the time with you, with a bit of the old too, right? Aren't you relevant,
Yeah, you're
right?
relevant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're relevant, right? So that's the only solution I see because if you do that, the youngins have no choice to know you now. They have no choice, especially if it's a hot artist you're featuring with who's out now and you were hot before, right? But some of these youngins don't know you, right? Just get real, right?
yeah,
Now, if you're featuring with let's just say the top 5 newest artists, them who are hot right now, and you're an old school artist, and you got them on your album, your album's gonna go good.
the only one I seen who's worked with like young artists, a lot of young artists, is Jim Jones. A guy like Jim Jones. I have to admit, I seen him do tracks with the Migos. I seen him do tracks with like Pressa.
That
I
means
seen
he's
him
getting with
do
evolution
yes,
of the
he
artist.
Jim. I have to give him that for out of a lot of hip hop artists, he's worked with a lot of recent people. Jim Jones, who's out there, right? I know he has a beef now with Cameron. So I don't know what that's about. Some type of beef they got now.
Aren't they both from New York?
Yeah, Harlem, both from
They're
Harlem.
both from Harlem, right?
Yeah,
So, and let's get real here, man. Both of them have their egos,
and both was part of the same group,
part of the same
Dipset.
group, and both of them feel that both of them are the one who's holding down the group. Not true? No, let's just get real.
Yeah,
It's the egotistical thing, man. And
yeah,
and and let's get real here. It's not about them two out of the group. Come on, there's a third member, isn't there?
yeah. There's Cameron, Jim Jones, and Jules Santana.
Okay, all right.
And then there's the rest of the Bird Gang or whoever follows behind them. They're at beef over probably history of like I guess something with 50 cents, man. All types of drama and politics these guys got, man. All types of drama and politics. But this is what I'm saying now. This is what people are interested in. The beefs, the drama. No one's talking about, yo, this track is fire. No one's talking about the album was good. Like, you can't spotlight no
Because
hip hop album.
because Sean, yo man, on the real, certain you said certain things are eliminated or disappear or gone, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Remember that there was the thing called the release part, like not the release, like the what do you call it, the sound party, like you know what I mean, before it actually comes out.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what I
Yeah,
mean? You
yeah,
have like
yeah,
producers, important
yeah,
people in the
yeah.
room. It's like a
Hmm.
it's like a
Album
loud,
release?
yeah,
Album
album
release?
release. There's
Yeah,
no album release parties no more. Is there?
yeah.
Yeah, because there's the answer to your question. There's none of that. So if there's none of that, there's no albums.
And right now who's sticking out? Who sticks out? You could count on your hand like 1 to 5. Who sticks out as a hip hop artist right now for you? Who's been doing stuff recently?
You mean a new school artist or you mean an old school artist? Which one?
It doesn't necessarily have to be a full old school artist or full new school artist. Somebody in the last maybe 10 years. Could be Kanye West, could be anybody you like that.
Well, you know how I feel about Kanye West. Kanye West, I feel that he should just stick to being a producer.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I don't know about other people, but me, Kanye West should just stick to being a producer.
Mm.
Done.
But
Yes.
not
Yeah, let's
rapping?
close up the mouth. Yes, shut up. If anything, maybe some ad libs or something. But no, man, stop. Just stop that. You know what I mean? He make good music and done deal by producing. I know that's how I know him for. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I liked him for. I liked him for
Yeah.
his producing. When he started opening up his mouth and all that, yeah, at first it was all right. After later on, man, go what the fuck are you going? Nah, man, shut up, man. Keep your mouth
Okay.
closed.
Because they put him up there as one of the as a good top hip hop artist. They put him up there, right? So I don't know. Right now, slim pickings. That's why Drake gets regarded so high because, and I seen this coming. You can't mention anybody who's standing out. Like 50 Cent's time has gone.
Yeah, that's
Eminem's
right.
time has gone.
That's right.
The only ones whose time is around is J. Cole, and he kind of dropped out when that whole battle came around,
Yep,
right?
that's right.
And then recently, Joey Badass had something to say. He was trying something, trying to, you know, push buttons in the West Coast by try to
Yo,
call out Kendrick.
look here, man. I'm gonna be real with you, man. You know, say I'm a hip hop head for life for a long time, but I'm just gonna be real. Keep it 100. You know, respect to the old school. That's foundation. I love the old school and all of that. You know what I mean? And I love it that certain cats are still keeping it up. But for the new program now, I'm just gonna be really, really honest with you. No one really, really impressed me too tough. Like there's a single here, there, but impress me, like you know what I mean? Impress me, like in hip hop in all forms and way.
And if
No,
they're good, and if
no.
they're good, if they are doing hip hop, it's like information. They suppress it. If they're really good artists, they're gonna suppress them, and then they're gonna promote the foolery. You get what I mean? Because right now there is good hip hop artists out, but they're not getting promoted. Even young
Yes,
ones, they're
yes.
not getting promoted.
And another thing is, let's get real here. Hip hop. We're talking hip hop here, right? Hip hop is not all about gangsterism. It's not all about trap. Remember, there's the chilling hip hop. There's the conscious hip hop. There's the comedy hip hop. You get what I mean? Like on the real, there's hardly any of these elements what are big
I don't
things
think
anymore.
most of the majority of what you mentioned is not even getting promoted.
No, but
There's
like I said, it's not promoted. It's not being big anymore. You know what I mean? Because I remember comical hip hop was big before.
Yeah, but right now, who stands out? Like, who's? it's in a weird place. It's true. Who is standing out as, like, we could say, as a MC artist? Like, when, okay, for example, now after Biggie and Pac died, Shine was there. Shine came out. Big anticipation for him, right?
And you know
Back,
what? It's glad you brought that up. You see, he impressed me.
yeah,
No, for a good example for impression, he impressed me not only because his metaphors, it's how he sounded and all of that. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
one more thing. I'm gonna say it straight up. You know, I'm just gonna say it straight up. He was on the Bad Boy label, right? Right?
yeah,
My boy wasn't all over the fucking record. You know what I
yes.
mean? Not on one track, not one track. No, not true. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, not really, none.
Puffy
And
wasn't
that,
on none of it, right?
and this, the
No,
same
no,
thing goes
no,
for Cash Money.
no.
When
But
Cash Money,
I'm just saying, he wasn't on none of it, right?
yeah, and the
That's
same
why,
thing.
that's why, that's why Shine really impressed me because yo, he was on a Bad Boy label, guy. Remember that
Yeah,
too. Remember this guy? He's caught up with his feelings. He's always has to be up on everybody fucking record.
but that's the same what
Not
goes
true?
for Cash Money with the Hot Boys. When they came out, they made a impact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they were, people were excited. No Limit, when they came out, they
But
made an
you know what?
impact.
I have to admit, I will admit though, I'm not gonna pick the fuck. When they first time came out, they weren't my cup of tea at first. I'm going to admit that. I'm not gonna say yeah. You get what I mean? Because when they just came out, I wasn't really
But
I was
they still made some type of interest.
no, they
They
did.
still were
No,
around.
I'm not saying they did. I'm saying me personally when they
Yeah,
first
I
time.
know. But
But
the
you
thing is, there's nobody coming out like these people anymore. There's none. That's what I'm saying. I could keep going, like up until even the mid 2000s. The point is, when hip hop releases or artists came out with their album, it was anticipated and they had a platform to promote their videos. Now, you don't know who's who. You might hear maybe on Instagram or some platform, oh, Cardi B's coming out with an album, or Nicki Minaj is coming out with an album soon. She's working on something, and
how about
blah
this
blah
though?
blah.
But how about this though? They would more impress me, right? Because they already had their time, right? They would impress me if they be bringing up somebody who's like
That's another thing.
they're getting the
What has
fire.
stopped?
Listen here, they're getting the fire and they're
Mhm.
noticing them and they say, yo, I would like it that you come on a track or two with me. You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
stopped too. That's another thing. What stopped?
That's what's aggravating me with the culture. And another thing what aggravates me with the culture is a lot of peeps are afraid to come out of their lane. And what I mean by coming out of their lane, just like back in the day, you would see a hip hop reggae track, a hip hop R&B track. You, fuck it, a hip hop country track, bro. You get what me I said to you?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? People are afraid to come out of their lane.
but even the features, like, where's all the features? That's what could help. That's why the
Like you
sales
said,
have
coming out of
gone
your
down.
lane.
But that's one reason I believe the sales have gone down for hip hop.
Because
That's why.
the art is watered down. It's dumbed down first, right? And then
Mm.
after it got watered down. You get me?
Yeah,
It was pure before. It was pure before, and then after it went.
I think it got saturated. No, saturated. Too much people were trying to do it, and then it became like kind of a joke type of thing, right? No wonder Jay-Z said death to autotune.
Yes, because a lot of people at that time when it was coming up again, you know what I mean? Too many people are on it, and up to this day, you have to admit, up to this day, people are still on it. That autotune shit.
Yo, honestly, I think a lot of people, like when you're using the name hip hop, unless it's something else, they got to be really educated about it, because hip hop is not just these people rapping on a mic and stuff. It's a culture, and there's breakdancing, there's graffiti,
Oh yeah,
there's
a lot of that
beat,
art.
there's beat making,
Oh, okay. What one thing
there's
is the DJ battling. When's
yeah,
the last time you heard there was a big DJ battle?
Haven't heard that. Maybe
Yeah,
there
but
was, but
yeah, but they're always playing out. They're always playing out parties, parties,
not
parties.
commercially
Okay.
promoted.
Yeah,
No,
they're always playing out, but we want to see the real skills. You know what
yeah,
I'm
not.
saying?
It's not
Because you know what?
commercially
Let's get
promoted.
real here. Let's get real here, man. Anybody could be selector, you know. Anybody could be selector and push the button and all them thing there. But for you to DJ, that's a skill. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's an art of the skill of the arts. You get what
So
I
it's
mean?
not right now. It's not commercially promoted. So you have to search for like that a battle. You have
Yo,
to search for that.
yo, man. Let me ask you this question, man. They have they have the bars or whatever and all of that, you know, the freestyle battles and all of that and everything, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time that we're talking about hip hop here? One more time here, right? Um, when's the last time they, like I just said, everything, a beat battle, DJ competition, um, break dancing competition. All this is like all in a festival, all in one. Okay, because you know why I'm saying this? They used to do this all back in the day, all in one. You
Yeah.
know that. So
Mm.
what has happened from the mid close to the 2000s? I noticed the change. When the medallions went away, the breaking diminished. You know, a lot of things diminish. So
You,
when
you
a
know.
lot of things diminish, the art started to water down.
You know what I think part of it is this? Hip hop lost its identity, some of its identity when the streaming platforms came in. Like, for example, UMG working with Spotify. So, part of hip hop culture is a hustle, right?
Yes, the hustle
Remember,
change.
and being independent. So, once hip hop or a certain part of the industry became dependent on the big industry, even more, like it was already part of the industry, but even more taking parts like all your music is controlled from Spotify, or you allow it to be
Yep,
controlled
yep,
by them. Once that happened, I think the powers that be behind it made up a situation to make the art form not appreciated anymore by not allowing shows, or maybe behind not promoting. I'm not saying promoting, but the powers that be knows this. No hip hop shows, no countdowns. Why? Why is there no countdowns? If there was countdowns, wouldn't that help the streams for artists?
yeah, because they'll get more of the exposure off of a platform that's already being established.
Yes, to millions. So part of it, it's like you lost part of the tools. It's not together. You have the streaming sites, but there's not a body. And I'm not talking about the internet. There's no popular platform what is pushing the music. Now, for example, if academics, who's big in streaming, and Kai Cenat, right, who's big in streaming, besides them talking on live stream, if they were to push a countdown of videos, all of the new generation, quote
They would
unquote,
no, they would listen. They would
they would
listen.
listen.
Yo, you cut out, brother. What happened, man? Yeah, man, we still live and still in strive here. You don't know, man. We up in the EQTV. You don't know me, Powers D2E. You don't know. Seems like Sean is having a little bit of technical difficulties. You don't know, man. But yeah, please tune in. You know, we please subscribe. You know what I mean? We in 2025, we still alive. Yeah, man. We just waiting for Sean Myrie to come back. You know what I mean? Full stack. When we be talking hip hop here, man, 2025. Yeah, man, a lot of things irking me still in 2025. You know what I mean? Straight up goods. I have to say, you know, and it's kind of deadly that I'm on here by myself and talking because it seems like a lot of people are caught up in their feelings. Yeah, and I don't need to be the one to be calling out names. All right? You know what I mean? Straight up goods, you know? Just because your platform might be I wouldn't be saying dying, it's just that less accumulation of attention. You know what I mean? Is going down. And we're going up. So you know, I'm not in no competition. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying what I'm saying. But yeah, once again, we up in D2E Studios, EQ EQ Studios here. Powers D2E. You done know me. Yeah, man. Please tune in. We got a lot more stuff to be coming on.
Yo, you hear
You
me?
back. You back.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, man. I was about to like, yo, what up? What happened, man?
Technical difficulties, man. But I'm just saying, man, the main thing on me say is there's a lack really big. That's what's the cancer right now. Lack of appreciation, no spotlight. And people might say, oh, these old heads are talking. But guess what? That's the reason why a lot of things are going on now. Like people are just talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar because there's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah, because there's nothing else going on really big in the culture.
No albums to talk about, no new music to talk about, no produce new producers. Who's a new producer? I would not know who's the new producer.
That too.
I
That
would
too.
not know who's a new producer right now. Do you?
Nope.
There's new producers.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't get the credit. They don't get the credit. You know what I mean?
Even there's a new female artist. I think she's part of Top Dog. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's kind of linked to Kendrick. I think her name is Doche. Doche. She's actually a good MC. They're not promoting her really as much.
Maybe not here.
Yeah, she probably getting some promo, but she's not getting that big commercial push. That's just the example how
Yo, remember
hip hop.
this, man. Remember this, man. Let's just get real here, Chef. I'm just gonna get real one more time, Chef. Yeah. We only could get so much and getting exposure of what's going on in the US, right?
Yeah,
And remember, there's so much going on in the US. There's so much TV, so much whatever we're not unaware of. You know what I mean? We're only aware of what we got access to and what they allow us to have access to.
yeah,
So, yo, like I was talking to our boy Tough Dumpling the other night. Yo,
mm,
we get a bit of media blockage. We don't get it all, bro. We
yeah,
don't get it all, man. What's going on in the States, man. I'm just
yeah.
letting
We're
you
not
know,
getting it
man.
all,
You know what I mean? So, like,
and they're not getting it all from us either.
no, I know that, vice versa. But what I'm trying to tell you is that what you saying, like that artist there, she could be really be big, but we don't really know that on our side.
Yeah,
You get me?
yeah.
Because
See, as we talk,
why I'm saying
mm,
this is because it hasn't really changed. Because when I was working for the CD stores and all of that, I was like, meanwhile here home, people are listening to what's going on the radio and stuff, right? And meanwhile, I'm listening to a lot of underground shit before the internet was really blasting,
mm,
and I'm just like, yo, I'm listening to a lot of imported shit. But
mm,
guess what? Because it's imported, not everybody's going to know about it. You know what I mean? So it's almost the same way in the evolution right now. What's going on now? We're not getting access to everything. What's going
so
on?
what I'm gonna say now, because some people say, "What's the state of hip hop?" Hip hop has always been around, and I mean, it's around. It's a culture. I should put it like this: What's the state of commercial hip hop?
Commercial?
That's a better question. What's the state of commercial? There's a difference.
Commercial
Commercial
hip
means
hop?
what's out,
Yeah, I know. Commercial hip hop is the one what like let's just get real.
plays on all the radio
Commercial hip
stations.
hop mostly gets on the radio. Majority of it gets on the radio. Okay? Commercial hip hop because it's mostly clean.
Yeah.
It's not raunchy. It's not like yeah, it'll have gangsterism, but it's not it's gangsterism enough to go on the radio, clean enough to go on commercial things. You get what I'm saying?
So
That's commercial.
so you know what I think? What's the problem? I think a lot of I don't want to blame all the young artists, but I think the ones who's been coming out, they don't know how to promote. If they even like hip hop or spit it, they don't know how to promote it. So they do what everybody else is doing,
They
or
go
they
the old
change
way.
it up,
Yeah.
right? Because for example, Kodak Black, he could spit. I seen old videos of him spitting lyrical, but he does something else because he probably knows, and people around him, that the lyrical hip hop is not what commercially is going to get the numbers, right? So you have to do it a certain type of way. So it's not that the new generation don't know hip hop. It's maybe they're told that if they do that type, you're
Look,
not
look.
gonna get the
To
numbers.
me, it's like a formula, man. You see that stuff, you still do it, but you see when it comes to the concert, you wheel that in there with your commercial shit because you get what I mean. Do you follow me what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Because you go by the formula, what's going in, yes, the commercial wise, whatever, you know, all of that. But you see the conscious stuff, like you saying, my boy is lyrical. You do the lyrical shit on the stage.
What I think that a lot of people don't know how to balance it. I'm talking about more than the newer generation. They don't know how to balance that. That's why when
Look,
they,
no,
they,
no.
they
Do you know why I say that? Because now they see you, the video, whatever, Spotify, whatever. They're like, okay, that's the vibe and all that. But they see the vibe on stage, and all of a sudden you flip it, and they're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? But that's what you originally be. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now they'll be looking upon you with more respect. You know what I mean? With more respect as an MC, an artist, all in one. Because they'll be like, you still got technical difficulties there with your microphone there, man. What up? What's real? Sean still has more technical difficulties with his side of the D2E here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We are here talking hip hop once again. You know what I mean? Straight up goods. Yeah, man. Waiting for Sean to come back. Hopefully he'll be back. Yeah, man. I'm just here chilling in the D2E headquarters. hmm What's good, people? But anything you guys want, something to discuss on the network, DM us. Let us know. You know what I mean? We all for the show. You know what I mean? You done know, people. 1, 2, 3, easy as can be.
Yeah.
Is Sean back?
I'm back, man. People calling me, man, calling me down,
That's what's going
like I'm a
on.
celebrity and sitting.
Yeah, Sean is very important, man.
Very important. But yeah, man, this is just part one of what we're talking about, because what we're saying is true. The appreciation, there is no appreciation. All these platforms are just talking about gossip. We do gossip too, but man, it is bad right now. Bad state. Nothing about music. No new albums. No nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't hear nothing about hip hop. It's just crap. But anyways,
That's what
we're
it
gonna
is.
end this broadcast because I'm popular right now and stuff. So
You don't know, man. Until
you guys
next time, I
subscribe Down
guess.
to Earth Network.
Yeah, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in. You know what I mean? From the networks here in IG world. You know what I know? Please subscribe to all our channels if you haven't. You don't know, man. But anyway, we're going to end it like this. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide.
All
Done know.
right.